Anyway, I've always wanted to do the Cape. Let's just get straight into it. I've always wanted to do Cape York, and I tried to a few years ago when I had the cruiser. Belinda and I went up there. We made it to Cooktown. There was like a week of rain predicted, and proper rain too, not like sprinkling. And then we chickened out and we came back down south and we ended up staying at Airlie for a couple of days in a bit of epic trip. But the point of the matter is, I never made the Cape. Going back maybe 15 years ago when I lived in Kalgoorlie, we made plans to do the Cape then. From Kalgoorlie to the tip of Cape York. Just put that's an epic trip, right? And then I had the GU Patrol at the time, and I blew the engine up in the Patrol 6 weeks before we were going to go. So that never happened either. So Cape York has always been one of those spots for me that it's been I'd love to go, but and now I've got the van and it's not really practical to drive the van there. So it's just kind of been on the, I'd like to do that one day list. Anyway, I was scrolling through Facebook and I came across these motorbike tours, Cairns to the tip of Cape York on a dirt bike. And I was like, well, I haven't ridden a dirt bike in about 15 years, but I used to ride. I know how to ride. I wouldn't say I'm definitely not a motorbike rider. I'm not good, but I'm not totally shit either. So I was kind of like, this is something worth looking into. And I looked at their website and they talked about skill levels, and they were kind of like, oh, we can cater to any skill level, providing you have a base level of bike handling skills. And I was like, well, if I book this trip, it's in 6 months' time. I'll buy a dirt bike. I'll spend this next 6 months on the dirt bike. We'll be fine. That's what's happened. So I booked it. I bought a WR450. I rode it heaps, and I went on the trip. So in May, we went Cairns, right up to the very tip of the Cape. Went to the Cape and then flew from Bemaga back to Cairns, and then that was the trip. So it was 6 days. It was phenomenal. This video, I'm going to try and keep it pretty short, is just going to talk about, I guess, the lead up to that, which I'll keep really brief. And then we're going to look at the footage from day one. And then there'll be a few more videos for the next couple of days. The footage does get better over the next few days. Day 1 and 2, the footage is a bit... I had my GoPro mounted on my helmet, and it was day 2 of a night I realised it was kind of facing towards the ground too much. So, sorry. But anyway, that's what this video will be about. So, first thing is just, I guess, the lead up to the ride. It's fucking wild. Fucking jeez. Alright, so really quickly, just a bit of a brief on, I guess, the lead up to it. So I hadn't been on a bike in at least 10 years, maybe longer, since I'd been on a dirt bike. It had been a long time, hey. So I made the decision that I wanted to get some Ks into me. So I bought a WR450, and I did that for 2 reasons. Number one, I wanted to not be too limited by my skill level. I knew I was going to be to some extent because I've never been a great dirt bike rider and I haven't ridden in years. But also, I really wanted to just build a bit of bike fitness, and that was probably the main reason. I knew that I'd enjoy the trip so much more if I wasn't dreading getting on the bike every morning because I was tired and exhausted, or on the bike at lunchtime, you know, in pain and tired because I've been a couple of solid days on the bike. So I knew if I could get a bike and get some good Ks into me, that'd help, you know, prepare me for what that week had in store. And I think that was a really good decision because they were big days. I don't remember the exact amount of Ks we did on day one, but it was well north of 200, and most of that was all on trails. We started pretty early in the morning, and due to one of the guys having some problems with his bike after he clipped a rock with it, we ended up, you know, getting to camp after dark. It was pitch black dark when we pulled into camp, so it was day one. It was solid. Anyway, this is day one. We come essentially, like, we left Elwood in Cairns. I reckon we were maybe 40 minutes into day one, and this is what we were confronted with. So we went through a handful of like the roads out of Cairns, and then there's just this little single trail track off on the right hand side. Into there we go, and this is what we're confronted with. About 4 minutes into actually riding on the dirt, or track I guess. About 4 minutes into actually riding on the track, and I'm drenched head to toe. Fucking straight into it.
Probably safer to go that side.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Everyone did the dump side.
Yeah. I would have just done the same thing, eh? Alright, let's see.
Overgrown, alright? Fucking hell.
Yeah. a bit wild, but guys are getting there. Feeling pretty good. We're at 250 k's today, so we're in a pretty big day. I think we're still riding 250k in, but yeah, it's good.
Fine now, man.
Good, man. We're sweet now. So dead set, we've had a bit of everything today. We've had mud puddle. I fell in a mud puddle and literally my head went underwater. Like I was on the right hand side, fell left, but the whole puddle was to my left. And I didn't get my leg out at all, and I totally fell to the point that when I took my helmet off, there was water pouring out of my helmet. So like clearly my head went underwater. We've had that, we've had heaps of hills, we've had really rocky sections of riverbank, bit of sand with rocks all through it. What else have we had? We've had everything. It has been just, yeah. I've had plenty of steep uphills, plenty of steep loose uphills that have just been a ball. But more than anything, we've gone through some just totally epic country. Like we've gone through some really just super beautiful places, super isolated places. We've done like maybe, I don't know, 50 or so K, I'd say, maybe 60 all up, including leaving Cairns on bitumen, and the rest of it's all been dirt. A reasonable chunk of that, maybe half, has been like dirt roads, just as in like fire trails and a couple of like haul roads that run through the stations. But like a pretty big majority of that has just been really windy single track, or you know, double track, but just really single or really narrow and windy and pretty complicated in a lot of spots. So it has been a ball. There's been, getting to the end of the day now, you can see a couple of the guys are a bit cooked, to the point where the last creek crossing we went across, a lot of us pushed our bikes across there's no water in there, it's just big rocks, but a lot of us pushed our bikes across because kind of everyone's at that point of the day now where they're a bit exhausted and they're a bit cooked and the bikes are getting dropped. So yeah, it's 20 to 6 and we kicked our day off at 20 past 7 this morning. So it's been a big day. And as I said, yeah, 273 Ks or 274 Ks, and still, you know, 4 or 5 to go. So all in all, wrap up from day one. I'll do it now so I don't have to do it at camp. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Woody and Elise, the two guys that were running it, and Peter, who's also part of it. Them three were just brilliant. The group that I'm with are brilliant. I don't know anyone. I'm here by myself, so first time I've met them today. And yeah, absolutely, 100%. Looking forward to getting to camp tonight. Very hungry, very thirsty. I've almost finished my camel pack. But yeah, looking forward to getting off my feet, getting my wet riding boots off that have been soaked since 8 AM, and yeah, just chilling out for a few hours. Back into it tomorrow, day 2. All right, cheers. Couple of K, or yeah, handful of K more than the last update where I signed off for the day. One of the bikes going back a fair bit, has, by the sound of it, cracked the thermostat or something like that. And yeah, the guys are dealing with that at the moment, so the group is wildly spread out. Yeah, it's getting pretty late in the day now, so thankfully, touch wood, the mozzies aren't too bad. I've killed a few, but it's been all right. But yeah, I very much doubt I'm going to see camp before it's dark. Let's see if we make the camp before dark. Just thought I'd answer the question. We didn't make it. I also would like to just close out the loop from the last message. There's now mosquitoes everywhere. Yeah, it's been a big fucking day, Fucking hell. Yeah, it's been a big fucking day. Yeah, sleep, eh?
Oh, nice. There you go, little kid.
Fuck yeah. So day one. Oh. Yeah, that was day one. Look, I'll be the first to say, sorry, the footage does jump around a little bit, but with a GoPro on my chin mount, it's just the best I could do. But I guess to summarise it, we left Cairns, it was like 8 a.m. or something. We got into camp that night. We're very north of 200k for the day. We were close to 3. I think it was like 280 or something we finished at. With, you know, the majority of that on dirt. Soaked all day, covered in mud all day. Like for people that like that kind of thing and people that like dirt bikes and going on adventures and being out in the bush, it was Mecca. It was so good. Anyway, yeah, look, thanks for watching day one and catch you on the next one. I'll start day 2 now. Good times.